Gloom Guides. Is it the most versatile set that we have for a barb? Let's find out. What up, Barb Gang? It's your boy JKG Brandon back with some Diablo Immortal content for you. This one was definitely a lot of work to put together, but also a lot of fun. Before I get into it, I want to say thank you for all the love you guys have been giving on the recent videos and the channel just in general. You guys are absolutely amazing. We're trying to hit 600. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year. We're currently right around 600. So if you guys want to go ahead and help out the channel and do something awesome, when we get to 1,000, go ahead and hit that sub button. It's nice and free, and we'll try to get there by the end of the year. That being said, Gloom Guides, the new dash pieces. Basically, my thought process on this set going into it was 100% made for Monk, and then made for Barb, and then after that was good for the other classes separately as we go. But definitely Monk standalone at number 1. Barb was easy standalone number 2, in my opinion. And then after that, it's kind of whatever. Barb, we have a lot of different skills that can translate into a dash. In the setting that I have right now, let's just take a look at the skills that we're going to use. So we have our Furious Charge, which counts as a dash. So we're going to activate the Gloom Guides there. If we were running the Hewer on our main piece, we could actually use Grab, and in the multiple stage portion of it, it actually turns into a dash, and it does proc the Gloom Guides there, so that's food for thought, something that you can add in there. The Leap, it also counts as a dash. Unfortunately, Sprint, I haven't seen a way to make Sprint count as a dash. Maybe if we run Juggernaut's plan, where we're just knocking people out of the way. Possibly. I haven't tried that yet. I may do that off camera. If I do, it'll be in the pinned comment below. And then what I found out here, Whirlwind normally is not, but with the new main hand piece Pathrays, we are able to turn that into a Whirlwind Charge, which does make it a dash as well, which is pretty cool. If we kind of look here, I'll just kind of hit it right there. Nope, hit the wrong button. Let's go ahead and do that. So right there, you can kind of see, gives us a nice little balance there. If we actually just hop in and take a look at what I have on currently, I do have a 4-piece Gloom Guide set with a 2-piece Vithu set. That's kind of what I had on here. That was the last thing I kind of tested. I wanted to test a couple different things. I wanted to test a full 6-piece Gloom Guides. I wanted to test a 4-piece Gloom Guides with a 2-piece Vithus. I've been kind of flipping back and forth depending on the situation. 2-piece Vithus, 2-piece Mountain Banks, just kind of flipping back and forth, seeing which combination I like better. They both have their ups and downs, but Vithus kind of seems to be a little bit more versatile as the 4/2-piece. And then also, I wasn't using the Pathrays on my Whirlwind at first, so that was something that I added in separately. I got some footage. We'll kind of bring it up here. If we just kind of look at it, though, real quick on the Gloom Guides. So a 2-piece is going to increase our damage done by 15% for 3 seconds after we use the dash. That's really good. We're going to get just a 15% damage boost from those. When you have the 4-piece, you get an additional critical hit chance by 22.5%. And then one cool thing that I do here, let's bring up the calculator. So we're just going to input 22.5. We're going to add the 50% that we get right here from Broken Soul. Now increases our crit chance instead of attack speed by 50%, which means we're going to have 72.5% crit chance increase for the first 3 seconds, and then down to 50 for the remainder, the remaining 3 seconds, because this is a 6-second boost here on Wrath of the Berserker. So that is really cool little kind of caveat there. And then it's not lit up here. I do pause on this in the video in the gameplay stuff that I have coming up. But when we have the full 6-piece, we are going to get an additional, we'll just call it 20k damage here for us for AoE nearby enemies. And then they also flee in fear for 3 seconds. So we do get a fear out of this as well during that 3 seconds. And then it can only proc every 40 seconds. That's actually not that bad. It's about, it's only 10 seconds longer than our Undying Rage procs when we are in a PvP setting. So not too shabby at all, right? So we get a crit chance buff, we get additional damage buff on us, so we're doing a little bit more damage. It is 3 seconds, so it is really quick, so you can't really say that it's going crazy there. Yeah, let's go ahead and start playing the video here. And let me go ahead and move myself over off to the side here if I can. And yeah, well, we already went through that. So here you can kind of see we're in Mount Zavane, and we're going to come out here. This is the 4-piece Gloom Guides with the 2-piece Vithus. This was the last thing that I put on camera on here. So we're going to leap in there. We're going to get our 3-second charge. You can kind of see up above me there in the little bar. You can see the 2 procs, 2 icons. We get a 3-second damage boost, and we get a 3-second crit boost there. And you can kind of see we're getting 70 on our charges. We're kind of getting anywhere between like 70 and 80k, and then on our leap we're actually getting anywhere from like high 70s into low 80s. I think I did actually hit 100k on one leap at one point, which was absolutely insane. So and then with the whirlwind charge, when we add the whirlwind charge in, that is actually also coming in somewhere around 40 to 50k from what I've seen. So it's really versatile as far as how we can go about this, because with that whirlwind charge, you can actually run the gathering on your chest piece to bring everybody in as well. So you're charging through them, you're CCing them, semi-CCing them with your gathering, and then we're getting crit buff, and we're getting damage buff while we're doing that additionally. And we're able to do a little bit more damage. I've been having a lot of fun with this in the vault. You can see here we're actually switching over to the 6-piece, the full 6-piece with the whirlwind charge equipped as well. And you can kind of see so far, 42, 40, in there as far as, the whirlwind charge, not anything crazy. You can see we're waiting on everything. This was actually recorded prior to me using the Wrath of the Berserker. If you're going to use this in open world, definitely take Undying Rage out, put Wrath of the Berserker in there, and you're going to have a really good time. You're going to be seeing a lot of big crits and everything like that. I don't think it's going to be super amazing for just a straight up open world farm build. But if you want to have some fun in battlegrounds, and if you're run with, heavy hitters in vault where you may not need an Undying Rage as a barb, and, you can run Wrath of the Berserker there, you could really have some fun. If you don't like running Leap, you could actually swap out Leap for Wrath of the Berserker and just run the Whirlwind Charge and the Furious Charge and have really good luck that way in a PvP, like a vault setting. I think that could work really well as well. But you can kind of see here, just kind of stringing your dash skills together. That way you can kind of keep those damage boosts and that crit boost as quick as possible. It's a very mobile type of a build. It reminds me of when I was playing my monk alt, because you're just dashing around over and over and over. So it's really cool. It has a little bit less control than if we were a monk, but it's definitely a fun build. I can't stress that enough. This was probably one of the most fun builds that I've done in a long time. Being able to kind of move really quickly in and out, and get some damage that we would normally not be doing. You could really see, I think, one of the big procs that I got there about a minute ago was a 94 and some change on that. So you can kind of see we're getting some actual good crits out of this. Here you can kind of see, I'll try to move myself out of the way here. Like I said, this is where we're just procking, going over the 22.5% plus the full, we're calling it, let's just call it 20K. For my stats and everything, it says 19.9, thousand damage. And then we get that, fear for 3 seconds as well. And that's actually a really fun thing to do. And here we can kind of see, come in here right there, right off the bat. Our leap seems to be one of the stronger skills that we have with it. It could be the shocking chaos that's, proccing our chip with the stone flesh on top of it. That could have something to do with it. I'm not running any of the pieces that actually give leap an actual, damage percent increase. I'm just double checking off to the side here. Yeah, I don't have any of the pieces that do just like the 10% extra damage. You can charge it up and do more damage. I'm not running any of those. So leap definitely seems to have a little bit of an edge as far as how hard it hits with the gloom guides. Furious charge is right there behind it, and then the whirlwind charge, it is critting for 40, between 40 and 50k, but it is definitely the third of those 3 skills. In my testing with the grab on this as well, I would say the grab is somewhere in that between like 50 and 75k so far, running the 4-piece gloom guides and either the 2-piece mount bank or the 2-piece Vithus with it. Running the grab, I've saw somewhere between 50 and 75k on the crits for that. So not a big jump. I do believe if I was running Wrath of the Berserker at that time when I was doing those crits probably would have went up a little bit, but definitely nothing insane. Like the leap. The leap is bordering on 100k on the regular. It is hitting, I think, we're seeing 80, 90k. I do believe I saw a 100k. I don't know if I caught it on the recording or not, but definitely something that's fun to play with. I've been running the 4-piece in Vault for the past 3-4 days now, and having a lot of fun, a lot of success with it. I'm gonna definitely be trying out the 6-piece because I just got the 6-piece after the afternoon session of Vault today when I'm recording this. So the evening session I will be running the 6-piece gloom guides tonight, and hopefully that goes really well because it's really fun in open world to run the 6-piece, and it's definitely a noticeable increase. The fact that it is very good in open world, I've been having really good luck with it in Battlegrounds and in Vault. I think this might be the most versatile set that we have as a Barb. It's probably not gonna top, Mount Banks for PvP, just 1-for-1. It's probably not gonna top Vithus 1-for-1 for, the buff increase if we're trying to run like a speed farm build. And then Grace of the Flagellant, I think, is definitely going to go ahead and outdo it as far as just straight damage for damage. However, I do think you can run a 2-piece gloom guides with a 4-piece Vithus, with a 4-piece Mount Banks, and enhance both of those in a PvP setting. You could run a 2-piece gloom guides with a 4-piece Grace and enhance that if you wanted to run something like that, or just run the 6-piece gloom guides and run a super dash build and have a lot of fun. Those are my thoughts on the gloom guide set, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this set. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead and hit that like button. YouTube gave us a new animation, so go ahead and have fun with that animation. And if you like what we do around here, hit the sub button. It's also free. And, it helps us get to that 1,000 sub goal by the end of the year. And we'll try to do, a nice big 10 pop or, multiple 10 pops or something like that when we finally get that YouTube money coming in. That being said, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think on the Gloom Guide set, especially if you're a Barb. If you're not a Barb, let me know what you think for your class, whether you're a monk, satyr, whatever. And yeah, I'm JKG Brenny. Y'all been amazing. I will see you in the next one. Love you guys. Peace.